In Stephen King's wide array of novels over the past few decades, no book has been as grim as Pet Sematary. The horror author was famously reluctant to publish the story, deeming it too dark to be put in the world. In the world it went, however, spawning two major film adaptations. The 1989 adaptation of Pet Sematary is the most respected, covering most of the trials of the Creed family and even featuring a King cameo at the beginning. Following Dr. Lewis Creed, Pet Sematary depicts his decision to move his family from Chicago to rural Maine when he takes up a new position as a university doctor. The move goes better than expected, and he even befriends his kindly neighbor, Judd Crandall. Things take a disturbing turn, however, when the family cat, Church, gets hit by a truck. Terrified about how his daughter, Ellie, will react, Lewis takes Judd's advice and buries the animal in hallowed ground beyond the pet cemetery. Lewis is surprised when Church comes back, but just as he was when he died. Smelling of a rotting corpse and his wounds still visible, Church is no longer the pet his daughter once played with, but a reanimated vessel. What makes Pet Sematary so dark is not the grief surrounding the loss of a pet, but the grief of a child. King had exercised his own fear of losing a child after one of his own narrowly avoided getting hit by a truck. Lewis's grief in the book is King's hypothetical grief, which makes it all the more real and terrifying. The 1989 film covered these themes, and 3 decades later, the book was adapted again, but with significantly more changes. Despite these attempts, no director has truly achieved a perfect adaptation of the source material. That honor should go to the master of creature features, Guillermo del Toro, who is not. Guillermo del Toro's films are often populated with lovable creatures and practical effects, but his work in Netflix's Cabinet of Curiosities has shown his capability of handling the sensitive subject of grief. In each episode of the horror anthology series, a different director took on a different story. Del Toro directed one and wrote the basis for 2. One of the most unsettling was The Murmuring, based on a short story by Del Toro. The episode follows 2 married ornithologists in the 1950s who are recovering from the death of their child. While on their trip, they encounter the specters of a mother and the son that she killed. Pet Sematary did not invent grief, but it certainly capitalized on it. In Del Toro's hands, the director would not only show grueling depictions of the story adapted faithfully,